Hey everybody, I want to take a second to talk to you about the Mana Traders series. Mana Traders is now sponsoring the channel, RW Hobbies, or RW Makes Magic, helping me get all the decks I need to make the videos that everybody wants to watch, so really appreciate that. But another big thing that's awesome about this is I get to play in the Mana Traders series, which is an awesome series. Best prizes online at the moment. 15,000 monthly payout. That's to all their players. Free entry. It's open to all, even non-Mana Traders users, but the Mana Traders users, like people subscribe, get 10x prize multiplayer or multipliers, so you get a lot more prizes if you're subscribed. And honestly, it's really hard to play Magic Online nowadays without Mana Traders. I was one of the lucky few who could keep doing it because I had a large collection from before they started, but there's not very many people like me left that just have an old collection on Magic Online, and honestly, even with that old collection, it was still really hard for me to change decks and keep trying out new things. And now that I have, Mana Traders back, I feel like I'm gonna be able to do a lot more videos, do a lot more with the thing. And honestly, I don't think you can get into Magic Online without using it nowadays. I think it's just a must-use. And if you want to get subscribed to Mana Traders, you can help out the channel by using code A22EN when you subscribe. You get 15% off, be eligible to play in all these series. Even get to battle against me on there. So, should be a lot of fun. And remember, I'm going to let you get to the content now, but remember, if you would subscribe, it would really help the channel. So, thanks everybody for that. And with that, we'll talk to you next time.
All right, welcome everybody to Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we are playing Day 2 of the Arena Open. I'm still playing Blue-White. I have cut a lot of the enchantment stuff, though. No more Archon of Sun's Grace, no more Thirst for Meaning, no more Birth of Meletus. I'm trying to go with more of a flash setup, more of a just good cards in an 80-card shell setup. And I wanted another win con. I felt it was slightly win con light and more testing, so out went the Births for a second Realm Cloak Giant and a second Castle Ardenvale, which meant the enchantment stuff was just a little too low. And also Mazemind's Tome I think is just much better than Ardenvale, or not Ardenvale, Meletus. So, just felt like I didn't know enough enchantments, so cut Thirst for Reign of Revelation and Archon for Dream Trawler. These cards are more expensive and I think slightly worse, but don't require you to build around them, so I think overall it'll be fine. And yeah, still mostly playing the same things you saw yesterday. I do now have 2 Brazen Borrowers. I had one and Sublime Epiphany yesterday. Sublime was a little expensive. I really want Brazen Borrower for the Shark Typhoon decks, and also it's just like, it's fine to bring in against Gruul or whatever to bounce the big creatures, stop you dying from an Embercleave. Just more cheap interaction in those decks that play the board is nice. So I probably will bring it in and not be super happy about it, but it's fine to bring in. But I really like it post-board against blue. Like against rogues, you're actually going to trade with something, which is great. And you can bounce something early, and then if they bring in their Shark Typhoons against you, you can bounce their Sharks, which is awesome. So it's kind of here to be an answer to Sharks. Giant Killer, kind of the same thing. This card's mostly for Gruul. I found it to be very good against a lot of their deck. If you survive an Embercleave hit, they have to play a new Embercleave to deal damage with it anymore once this thing's in play. Against Gruul, all their stuff is huge, so it always kills something on the front side, which is great. So it's like, kill something on the front side, then lock down a creature, seal of protection from Embercleave. Just very good against that deck. Really liked it. And then I have just more blue cards for blue matchups. Mazemind's Tomes for blue decks. Negate, Glimpse, Miscast. All this is for more blue decks. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty hopeful that the deck plays well. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, update. I was just looking at my deck some more and realized I didn't have enough cards in and out for Gruul. I had good ones, but it wasn't enough in and out, so I cut the Mazemind's Tome to the board for a Glass Casket. And with that, let's get to battling. I was really hoping to dodge Yorion Mirrors, but this hand's not bad in Yorion Mirror. I accept. Mazemind's Tome is one of the better cards, so that's good. I think my deck is disadvantaged. Generally, the deck that plays more Yorions and more stuff to blink with it is going to be very advantaged in these mirrors. I can put them behind a wall of counter magic and kind of end the game in that fashion, but yeah, it's tough. Leaving Skyclave on top. If what Zagath Triome? So maybe like this could be the Abzan one. Zygoth is a little strange. Definitely gonna get Maze Mind's Tome going though. So the idea with Maze Mind's Tome in this deck is to blink it 3 times with Yorion, or use it 3 times and then blink it with Yorion. I mean, that's where you want to go. We'll see what actually happens here. So this is like a blue-black control deck that just has Yorion, I guess. It's the only thing I can imagine, because this is a weird start if that's not what's happening here. I like both of these, though. Seem good. Another tome, you say? Alright. Feel like I'm pretty far ahead of the opponent. Ooh, they're cycling. Cycling sharks. It's actually better for me than it looks. Just like being able to convert any of my white cards that don't do anything into doing something is good in this matchup. There's a white card that doesn't do anything. Perfect. I do like Ardenvale, though. Question is, do I start doing it now? I think the answer is probably no. I don't hate Shatter this turn. I think I'm going to wait one more turn, though. I think there's a chance they Shark again. Or that they're playing like rogues or something. I still don't know exactly what's going on. My life total is not very low, and I can convert these into 4 life if I need to. Alright, so very happy I waited on the Shatter. Gonna try to resolve that next turn. Would like to draw some counter spells at some point, but I think we'll get there. Alright, Reign of Revelation, you say. I guess that's better than... I think I'm supposed to discard... maybe it's Essence Scatter. Essence Scatter like probably doesn't do anything. I guess it would counter this Yorion eventually. I think it's actually Skyclave. Skyclave seems like the worst card in this hand. I don't really know what I'm looking to draw. Mystical Dispute, maybe? I think I will Scry. Alright, well, we just discarded one. Probably don't want another. Alright. I'm going to lead off with a Shatter. See what opponent has here. And neutralize, huh? Alright. Now a Glass Casket. Get rid of that. Don't really need another Omen. Already going to get a ton of value from this Yorion. And look at that. Didn't even have to discard the hand size. Well done. Well done. It does look like opponent could be splashing green for something. Maybe they have like some Gargaros in the sideboard. I don't know. Could be many things. Ooh, that's a pretty good draw. I'm gonna pass. I imagine their hand is full or removal. They also, I believe, missed a land drop there, which is very, very bad for them. Now they've hit their land. So they might just actually be Sultai. It's kind of what it feels like here. Yorion in hand, huh? So this makes a 6/6 and probably dies. I'm going to draw a card. I'm just going to make a 4/4 here. And use it to block for a little bit. Or make them use a kill spell on it. Either or. Alright. They were sitting on a Heartless Axe. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Alright, Mystical Dispute's good. So, what if I cast a Seagate Restoration? I have a Mystical Dispute to protect it, and I draw 14... No. I have 15 cards in hand after this, and no maximum... This has to be busted here, right? Let's do this. I like this. I don't think I would have done it... Oh my, that just resolved. Hello. Why hello there. So many cards. I'm going to play that one, I guess. Oh my. There's a lot happening here. So, probably don't need to keep these around for cards. We got a lot of them. I can convert these to life at this point. Well, that was cool. I can't... This is weird, man. This is so many cards in my hand. Well, the good news is we're never missing another land drop, ever, in the history of ever. We got lands for the next, I don't even know, a bunch of turns. Let's throw this Omen of the Sea out, see where it gets us. Alright, well, we don't need more lands. I mean, we already have one Essence Scatter. I don't think I want more. I think we're good. Another Sea Restoration. Oh my. When you just have to draw your entire deck. I think I'm going to get the Scry here. Don't think I want that. Nope. Oh my god, Arena's so hard to use with this many cards. Jesus. So many options. I think I'm supposed to put Yorion in my hand. Put it like this though. No, I'll just pass. Opponent can kind of start, doing stuff here, but they're behind on lands. They're way behind on cards. They're up on life, but they have a 2/2. Like, they're not really winning on board. It's not even clear if you beat Ardenvale at this rate. I mean, you might, but it's not clear that you do. Let's put this one in play. And still not going to jam Yorion. I want my opponent to act first. I actually think I'm winning this race somehow. Atris. Oh, well now the second Essence Scatter is actually good. This is almost a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. There's just so much stuff happening. What's bad here? Everything's so good. Discard a Triumph. Probably don't need that. I think it's time to just get this 4 life back. Probably don't need that either. Alright, so I do think it's time to get Yorion in play here. I want to be able to use these disputes now, like capitalize on them, and this is just going to be the best way to do it. Let's do it like this, though. Essence Scatter, huh? I think I can actually just use 2 disputes here, honestly. It might seem a little loose, but I just have so many cards, I think it's fine. Don't want another Omen. I guess I'll take a Vantress. I think I'm really just looking for another counterspell with this one. Yeah, definitely don't want those. Alright, a Glass Cascade is fine. I do still have another Mystical Dispute, don't I? I thought I had 3 in my hand. It's gone. Where's my other Mystical Dispute? I guess I didn't have 3. What? What happened? That's fine. Assuming they're getting rid of Yorion, which just doesn't really matter. Because Ardenvale's going to win the game. And so will Amaria's Call. They'll all just win. Doesn't matter how we do it, necessarily. I guess I'll play this Maze Mind's Tome. Sure. You got it. I thought I had another Mystical Dispute. What's wrong with me? This is having this many cards on Arena is very annoying. I know it's like an embarrassment of riches situation, but also, like, the interface is not meant for you to have 15 cards in hand or whatever. They all just move all over the place. They're ghosty. They're just, like, fluid and weird. All right, I'm gonna Essence Scatter that. To which I respond, Neutralize. See, if they have a Neutralize, they might get back in this. I don't know. Probably not still, but maybe. So really just looking for more counterspells. Any of them. Any of them will work. Is that one good? Sure. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I actually probably should just be looking for Neutralize specifically, but whatever. I think it might be time to just hard cast a Shark Typhoon. Still have 33 cards left in my deck. Interesting. Alright, I'm not going to use that. I thought about it, decided that wasn't great. So we're not going to do that. Ugin. Oh no, that's like really bad for me. I mean, it's not like actually that bad for me, but it's like pretty bad for me. Alright, let's start by activating this. I want a counterspell. Alright, somehow no counterspells were found. It's funny because, like, none of this actually matters. It's just, no counterspells got found. Like, it's not like I don't have 3 answers to it in my hand already. But it's going to delay the inevitable here, which is somewhat annoying. Only looking for neutralize at this point, not shatter. Whatever. Elspeth conquers death, please. Get rid of Eugen. I guess it's pretty obvious I don't have a counterspell now, so let's cast an Amiria's Call. No, I think I haven't played a land, so I'm going to play a land. We've drawn many white cards. Very many. I was casting something big here, okay? Shadow's Verdict? Okay. Maybe I will have a hard time winning. I don't think so, but opponent's making it not easy. I'll say that much. Let's cast Amiria's Call again. Play another land. And pass the turn. How many cards have I scried to the bottom? A bunch. One of them was an Amiria's Call, which is actually a card I would want here, but I have not seen very many counterspells, for being honest. I guess why are there... Oh, because one just got milled. I was going to say, I've only seen 2 Shark Typhoons and, like, a couple counterspells. Not that many. 2 Disputes, 1 Neutralize. So I have 2 more Disputes, 3 Neutralizes in my, like, bottom 20 cards or something. This deck has all of the sweepers. Every single one, as it turns out. There's no targets for that. It's annoying. Alright. Time to cast a Realm Cloak Giant. Big Vigilance Man. And we bash. We be bashing. You know what? I'm also going to play the Amiria's Call. Now if you want to sweep, you got to do different from even and odd. This one's odd. These are even. Hagra Mauling my Giant. No. Opponent is going to run out of stuff, though. I believe. I am very far behind on clock. So I'm going to have to win. But I think I can. Arden Vale looking quite good here, not gonna lie. Hey, we finally drew a counterspell. Nice. Is this just a really big shark? That's kind of what it seems like. Nope. Big shark. Okay. And all this is fine. It's not getting us anywhere. I'm going to casket it. I appreciate opponents never say die attitude here, but it's so hard to beat Ardenvale. If you don't have a way to actually like kill Ardenvale or stop Ardenvale, you just can't beat it. It's so ridiculous. Especially in control mirrors when I start getting 2 going. Then it's just, whew, GL. You know what? I will play the Seagate Restoration tapped. Just to let them know I had more. Seagate Restoration was MVP this game though for sure. Like not even close MVP. What?
I got eggs and stuff that you're looking.
Okay, thank you. Clear? Alright, I mean, another extinction event is fine. You're never beating Ardenvale. Like, there's just, what are you doing to beat this card? You're just not. I guess you can, like, exile a creature and gain 3, but the problem compounds, and they can't ever win. I guess they win by me decking. Like, that's the only way they could possibly win here. Hagramalling? Okay. Can I find a neutralize, please? Thank you. I accept. And we got there. Ardenvale proves too strong once again. So, Shatters seem terrible. So do Realm Cloaked Giants. Skyclave Apparition's probably like okay, but it's not great, I don't think. I'm going to cut all of this, I think. I like Miscast. Glimpse is okay. Negate, Borrower, Trawler. So it leaves me with 7 cards. Do I want like a giant killer? Apparition's probably better. It can hit random stuff. Doesn't hit tokens though, and I think a lot of what they're going to be using is tokens. It does hit Atris though, which, you know, is an awful thing to have to kill, but I do feel like we will have to. I also don't hate having like a couple giant killers or shatters in just as, you know, threats. Maybe they're just like 2 giant killer or Realm Cloak Giants is actually good. Can clean up like a board with like a Yorion, like just some random stuff that they have, and then is a body later. Sure, I'll leave these in, I guess. Kind of expensive, but whatever. And 1 apparition. I don't know. We might need to answer something. Who knows? This hand looks bad, but I do think it's a keep. I've got a bunch of cheap interaction, which is what you're looking for. I actually have 2 lands. I have Maze Mind's Tome to find more lands, so I think it is a keep. Okay, I would like to not play those and like save them for card draw, but if I have to play them, I certainly will. Alright, so we both have a tome. Fair enough. But I have 2 tomes. Question is, do I want to scry for a land? I think I don't. Oh my gosh, I have 3 tomes. Every tome. I might scry for land if I don't draw one off the draw step. I think if you only have 1 tome, you probably don't want to scry. Given I have 3, I think getting a scry in is fine, especially considering how badly I'm going to need lands here. Missing lands is a death sentence in this matchup, and it's one of the reasons this card is good, is that it's going to help me find them. Okay, that's not very good. Also bottoming that. Can we hit a land? Oh my gosh. That is really annoying. Missing a land there is like an actual death sentence. I don't know how I win this game now. You can win by missing lands if your opponent doesn't have card draw going, but given my opponent has card draw going, this is going to be really bad. I looked at a lot of cards. That's pretty annoying. Atris too. I hate it. Oh. I'm going to do that. And hope they pick the Gargaroth. I imagine they'll pick the pile with the land. They did. They picked the pile with the land. Can I draw a land, please? No? Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Yo! This is really ridiculous. Oh my god. How many cards have I scraped bottom? 4? Oh, that's really frustrating. That's very, very frustrating. I guess I'm playing another one. At some point we have to hit a... It's so ridiculous, man. So, I kept a 2-land hand, immediately drew a land, and then I had no lands in my next 11 cards. 0 and 11. My deck is 36 lands. Like, I'm supposed to have 1 and 2. I mean, not quite 1 and 2, but you get the idea. It's ridiculous. Thank you. Jesus, man. Ugh, finally. Alright, after stumbling for 55 turns in a row, we've made our way back. Clean and dust my miscast, sure. I still think I'm very, very likely to lose this game. I don't think I really have... I'm going to get tempoed out where none of my stuff is going to... Exactly. This is what's going to happen right here. I do actually have a sweeper, so there is some comeback potential, but, like, opponent's hand is, like, 6 counter spells. Like, there's just no way I'm able to cast any of this. Alright, I am going to need to gain this life, sadly. I would like to save this to blink it with Yorion, but here we are. Dude. Oh my god. My next 15 cards had 1 land. 15! It's so ridiculous. I still haven't found a second white source either, which is also just thoroughly ridiculous. But here we are. This is what's happening. I think I'm going to scatter that. So I'm dead here if I don't draw a white source. Well, not necessarily exactly dead, but I need to draw a white source. Alright, that actually works. My thing's still not going to resolve, but, you know, I have a shot, I guess. Oh, it did resolve. Interesting. Alright. Maybe I have a shot in this game? Probably still no, but maybe. Interesting game here. That was historically ridiculous mana screw. It was unbelievable. Maze Mind's Tome did power through it, though, if we're being honest. I mean, what it did was actually somewhat impressive. I feel like I'm due to draw a land here. I think it's going to happen. I feel like it's going to happen that I draw a land here. Land? It's unbelievable. Making a lot of mana there. Oh, they're resolving the Seagate Restoration with exactly... I'm just going to concede. I need to save this clock time. I only have 11 minutes left. That's just one of those games you're never winning. Never. It's never happening. I think the Realm Cloak Giant also maybe is kind of bad. No, I like it. I think we just got heinously unlucky. I think that was just one of those classic 80-card Yorion decks where you just run into a clump of either spells or lands that is just gigantic. And that happens some percentage of the time with Yorion decks, unfortunately. The good news is it's going to happen to my opponent this game, so... It wasn't like a bad keep or anything either. Like, it was a fine keep. Alright, this hand is good. This is a hand I like. Got a scry on one. Got a bunch of counters. I do kind of need to find some card advantage. I'm going to bottom that looking for card advantage. I have a lot of it, but I still think I want to look for it. I would like a dispute and a card advantage spell still, but I think this is fine. Okay, that's not card advantage, but that's something I'm happy to draw. If I had known this was after the dispute, I would have kept. I am going to negate that. That one I think is too good. Also going to neutralize that. Too good. Is my opponent missing the land now? No, they have it. Alright, fair enough. Let's start with an Omen of the Sea, see what we hit. Another Omen, huh? Alright. Good news for me is this is going to make my Yorion better here, so... We have a third tome? The heck? Ridiculous. How are you going to draw 3 tomes like that? Alright, I don't want either of these. Gosh, it is so hard to beat this card in Control Mirror when it gets going. They're just letting me resolve Yorion? That's wild. Why? I mean, I'm here for it. I'll take a Yorion resolving. They can kill it with Pelucranos, but that's fine. Ooh, Skyclave is very good. I'm happy to draw a Skyclave here. I actually wish I had a second one of these in my deck now, but here we are. How do we feel about this Trawler? I don't think it's particularly good. I don't think it's necessarily bad either. I think I'm going to draw it. Looks like they're casting something here. Alright, interesting. Get Poly K off the board here. Maze My Tome's been annoying. It's been very good against me, but it's acceptable. Ooh, they missed their land. I like that. I think they have a shark. I'm not attacking. They did not have a shark. I see. Kind of a lot of damage. I think I'm supposed to neutralize this, sadly. Now I can't attack into Shark because of Brazen. Just not respect it at all. Sorry about the lack of commentary. I'm trying to play under time because I'm kind of losing there. I think I'm supposed to cycle Shark here, honestly. Yeah. Let's make a 4/4. Now we get to put a lot of pressure on the opponent. Ooh, Maze My Tome was an excellent draw there. Happy about that. Alright, neutralize is not great for me. Just gonna keep passing. Why do we tap like that? Don't tap like that. Darn it. Use the white mana. Neutralizing Brazen's kind of annoying. But opponent is pretty low on cards. Alright, so those are good draws in that order, I believe. So I'm 1 mana away. I'm doing this the way I want to do it. I guess I'll do it like this then. So we are actually winning this race now, even though it doesn't look like we are. But the Ardenvale is going to put the pinch on the opponent here. They're going to have to make the first... They're going to have to cast the first thing. That one we're going to Essence Scatter. They say, sure. I'm going to make a 1/1. Negate is a good draw, I think. And time to cast a Dream Troller. It's the Dreamy T himself. I mean, certainly I'm supposed to counter this. Okay. Yeah, Gargaroth is fine. That doesn't actually do anything. I just need to make sure this ECD resolves. I don't have anything to get back, sadly, because I delved it all away, but it's all fine. We'll mystically dispute that. I could run into trouble if opponent's last card is another insane threat, but it has to be a creature because I got to negate. I will negate that. Ardenvale has looked really, really strong in a control mirror, shockingly. The really unfortunate thing is if they drew a Shark Typhoon, I still die here because I just don't have an answer to it. Okay, that's not a Shark Typhoon. Also not a Shark Typhoon. And now they don't have enough mana to actually kill me. So they need a sweeper or a way to gain life. They topped. I don't like that. What are you topping here? Like another Omen? Okay, that makes sense as a top because it's just better than drawing a random card. It gives you more looks at stuff. But I like that they need to spend their mana because now my Mystical Dispute is more live than it would have otherwise been, I guess I'd say. Did you find the thing? Did you find the thing? Typhoon for 1, okay. That doesn't save you. That would have been really good last turn. So it seems like they're out. They have no things. Sweet, sweet victory. Oh, that was nice. That was very nice.
Playing against Rob. That's actually really sweet to get like a name that small in a program as big as Arena. Be like the only Jack or the only Rob. I go first. Seems a little sketchy. I think because Neutralize can cycle, and opponent doesn't have a companion, which in this format generally means green. I think this is a keep. Gonna be really sketchy if they're just like Shark Rogues and just no companion and I just blew it. I don't know. We'll find out though. Okay. Red, black, maybe. Alright, and drawing Fabled Passage there is excellent. Mono black, even? Do I cycle Neutralize? I think I'm supposed to, yeah. I think I'm supposed to. Alright, well, definitely playing this now. So is this like mono black? I just honestly have no idea what's happening here. Mono black control maybe? This is very strange. I do not know what's happening. Rankle is like very aggressive. This feels like it's either mono black like controlling something or red black that just has been mana screwed and just hasn't had red. Both of those seem like options of things that it could be. I don't know. It's weird. Very odd. Very odd indeed. Still seems like mono black, I guess. I don't know. Claire? You already ate breakfast, girl. I don't have any breakfast. Claire wants breakfast, everybody. Yeah, you there's no breakfast here, Claire. Can't blame a girl for trying, but also there's just no breakfast here. Alright. I was gonna say, would like to draw a land here so I don't have to crack this. White land was good. I think there's a chance I'm actually supposed to hardcast Shark Typhoon. I would not be surprised if that was the case. I don't know how this deck ever beats that. Like, ever. Fiend Artisan. No, I think I want this to resolve. I think just given how good a hardcasting Shark Typhoon against a mono black deck is. Demonic Embrace? Okay. Sure. I was planning to kill that, but that's fine. I'm just going to play this tapped. Making 4/4s would be good, though. But I already got a Shark. Deadweight? Okay. Deadweight indeed. Euphemia the Cacophony. Alright, well, this is all fine because I'm going to cast the Shatter next turn, so just whatever. Still absolutely no clue what's going on, if we're being honest. Actual none. So my hand's kind of lining up awkwardly. I assume if you're mono black, your hand has to be a ton of kill spells. It's kind of my assumption. Which, if your hand is full of kill spells, it's hard to use Lockthwain against me because it gets you maybe 2 or 3 activations, from which point I get to, like, kind of try to tempo you out. I think I can let that resolve again. I would like to draw land here. That sounds very good. Very, very good indeed. I also think it's a pretty clear time to just play this Typhoon. I appreciate what they're doing there, just paying 5 life to draw a card. That's some good, clean fun, is what that is. I respect it, but gotta be tough to beat a Shark Typhoon that way, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Agadeem's Awakening, huh? Alright. That gets around my stuff. I mean, I'm going to cast another Sweeper next turn, but it does get around my stuff. We each discarding a card, I presume? Not really sure what I discard. Probably Skyclave Apparition, I guess. Seems like the best one. Yeah, we'll do that. Even enchantments left. Think about the demonic embrace. Interesting. Okay, so I can actually. Ooh, can I cast Seagate actually? I probably need to share. Let's see. Yeah, and there's no way I'm doing it. All right. I'm gonna not be a greedy pig here. I'm gonna not do that. Ooh, I actually get to have it next turn though because I drew this land. Wait, why did I? Oh, because when you have Shark Typhoon and playing Cast Shatter, you always draw a card. That's sick. I forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, this seems really good. Let's do this. Well, if they could beat one Shark Typhoon, which isn't clear, certainly not beating a second. I'll say that much. Very unlikely to beat a second. All right. So this leaves me with 2 afterwards. It's like not terrible. I'm going to start by attacking, see what they do. You kind of need to chump with ring. Okay, they didn't. Interesting. So that means they probably need to use that. Which probably means I should be not greedy and just do this. Looks like we got him. I think this is Mono Black Devotion. I think what they're trying to do is like Nightmare Shepherd and Grey Merchant and use the Fiend Artisan to get Grey Merchant. That's kind of my read, but honestly I don't know. Their things didn't seem very big. Dream Trawler seems okay. I don't hate Brazen. I actually probably want like 2 negates. I definitely want this other Glass Casket. The things didn't seem big enough that I want Giant Killer. We'll find out, I guess. I'm going to go down to just 1 Dreamy Tea. Dreamy Tea is answerable, although not like super easy to answer, but I can just win with Shark Typhoon again. Shark Typhoon is fine. Alright. I boarded in 2 negates. I didn't really want to draw both of them, if I'm being honest. But I've got, a card draw engine of sorts. I have both my colors. A duress here would be awful. Getting this Amarius called duress would be really, really bad. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, you don't have duress. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Don't take the Amarius call. Take the negate. You want the negate. It makes me flood if you take negate. Oh gosh. Oh man. Oh, gonna be like that, huh? Alright. I thought about it as soon as I clicked accept. I was like, wait a minute. I'm gonna lose to duress. And then we did. That said, we can find our way back. We can find our way back. We just need to draw some white mana. This was actually a very good draw step. The Shad. Alright. And another Eidolon. Okay. I want white mana. Ugh. Thing is like I don't need this. I just need white mana. I'm gonna bottom everything until I find white mana. Perfect. That's actually good. All right. Are we in good shape? Not really. Yeah, not really, but when we do sweep them, it will be good. That much is true. I think I'm not supposed to draw, or I'm not supposed to crack Fabled Passage. In case I draw a second one. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So very important with Fabled Passage, you let the first one resolve before cracking the second, because otherwise one of them comes into play tapped. And I don't think they knew I had a Shatter, but I had a Shatter. They did just play an Agademes, though, so I think it's pretty likely they have another. Would not be shocked. I mean, obviously they might, and it's going to be bad for me, but, you know, it is what it is. They need land plus Agademes, though, for it to be, like, pretty bad. Even that's not, like, that bad. I mean, it's not good, but, it, you know, it's something I can overcome, I guess. Timmeret. Oh, that Timmy dude. That Timmy fella. Alright. Getting rid of the glimpse makes sense. But, you know, I have a Maze Knight's Tome, so it's not that big a deal. Also, Skyclave Apparition was an excellent draw there, not going to lie. I also think I'm supposed to play Tome here. I'm happy, like, I'm going to be Yorioning fairly soon, so I'm happy to get a few Scries in. There's nothing really that I feel like I need to negate this turn. Like, I want to be countering their Agademes and probably, like, Demonic Embraces later, and maybe... Ooh. Well, that one's good. Not like leaving Negate up would have done anything anyway there, but that one is good. Certainly. Like a land. I'll take a Plains. Plains is fine. Like another Skyclave Apparition. Get Luris out of here. And now it's time to win a race. We have negates, and we have multiples, so, you know, non-creature spells aren't going to be very good for them here. I would definitely counter a deadweight. I'm going to be straight up. This deck looks really interesting, though. Looks like it's a pretty sweet deck. Haggard Mauling? No, I will. I'm going to negate that. Not interested in getting mauled. Oh, look at Castle Vantress making it... Oh, they did get the deadweight off. You hate to see it. You do, in fact, hate to see it. They even get to draw the card? Ugh. Come to my hand, Yorion. Yeah, I mean, it's better to not cast the negate here. I'm going to lose it anyway. If they have something crazy here, this gives me outs to Maze Mind Toming into, like, another counterspell or something. I mean, pretty unlikely to hit, but it's better than casting it, I believe. Alright, well, now I do think it is time to draw a card. Alright. Well, all this looks quite bad for me, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, no blocks. So I assume we're both discarding and sacrificing a creature. You hate it. Hate to see it. Yep, I'm going to discard the land. Sacrifice a creature, sure. Well, if opponent draws a kill spell, I'm in a really bad spot. If they don't, I'm in a really good spot. These are both good. I want them. You know what? I'm lying. I'm actually just dead on board. What am I talking about? I needed to crack the Maze Mind's Tome. That was dumb. That was really dumb. I'm actually just dead on board. I don't even... Oh my god. So poorly played. Alright. Opponent is like mind blown. They're like, what does he think is happening here? What was Strider? Alright. Yep, dead. I think I can win that game if I just crack the Maze Mind's Tome. That was really dumb. Alright, so I like this one. Yep, I like that. I actually don't think the negates are very good, but I'm still going to leave them. I'm tempted to cut the Skyclave Apparitions because opponent left in deadweight against me, and it's so bad against my deck. It doesn't do anything. If I just cut the Skyclave Apparitions, then it has no ability to do anything at all, and I can just have, like, some more card draw. It stinks because this is good against them. Like, it's one of my better answers to their things. But they left in deadweight against blue-white control. They left it in because of this card specifically. It's a really tough spot. Like, I think boarding in a Glimpse of Freedom and a Gate and a Brazen Bower is probably fine over it. Nah, this is just too much better, I think. I'll trim one. Alright, this hand looks very good. Do I need to draw some lands? I do. But my hand has interaction up and down the curve. We're going to draw the lands. Perfect. Alright, I like the idea of scattering it. If they play a land and recast it, that's fine. Like, it doesn't... I'm going to ignore it from that point, but I like making their next turn be mana inefficient and, like, need to use this, I guess I'd say. I can take a few hits. What's going to happen is I'm going to resolve a Dream Trawler. I don't think they can kill a Dream Trawler. We didn't see Soul Shatter. We saw them have Deadweight in instead. They're only a 60-card deck. We saw, like, a bunch of creatures. How many of those effects can you even be playing? Probably not that many. Alright. Nope. Looking for exile effects and lands. And also, I will neutralize any single play they make this turn. Basically every single play they'd make this turn. I'll neutralize it. It says so many, I just need to start trading. I would also cycle one if they don't do anything. I think it's very unlikely they don't do anything, though, but that is what we would do. Timmy. I'm going to counter Timmy. Alright, get a nice little Vantress going. Still going to look to counter basically anything they'd play and just jam a Dream Trawler. Unless they have Soul Shatter specifically, I just don't think they can beat it. I think they're just never beating Trawler. I mean, like, if they pass with mana up, end of turn, Hagramauling, untap Rankle, like, maybe that works? I don't know. I think I'm going to counter this one, too. Okay. Multiple 3/1s, huh? Fair enough. I'm going to play a Dream Trawler. And the thing is, because they didn't tap it last turn, like... I mean, this is just, I don't know. I don't think there's anything they're doing to beat this. If they have Soul Shatter, I'm going to die, but, you know, they need to have it this turn. They only have 4 cards in hand. Okay. Luris is good. That's pretty annoying. But not the end of the world. Elspeth conquers death, huh? So, what if I... Alright, so let's say I go to attacks first. Can we race? I'm taking 7, gaining 5. I think I do race. And now if they kill it, I just get it back. Oh man, it's a Shark Typhoon, huh? Yeah. I think this is right. Get Luris off the table. This does give them outs to rankle me. Maybe I was supposed to just not attack. That might have been better. That might have been better. I don't know. Yeah. So kind of an interesting spot. I think I need to hit this Timuret so that opponent can't exile my other stuff or my Dream Trawler before it comes back. Question is, do I want to play a Miria's Call? Because it's actually like pretty powerful to just cast next turn. I think I'm just going to not play it. Opponent's non-creature spells cost 2 more, so what I want to do here is ambush Rankle in combat with a Shark Typhoon. Oh, Glass Casket was a great draw. So interesting. They're deciding whether they kill it or not. They do kill it. Okay. So that's their full turn. Are we each drawing a card and losing a life? Each player discards a card. Okay. I'd rather have the Glass Casket or the Amiria's Call. Honestly, it's probably the Amiria's Call. It's just so many bodies. Ooh, Realmcloak Giant is also pretty sick. I guess I already have a 4/6, so it's not as good. So if they have like a black burn spell, like Fruit of Tizarus would kill me. There is black burn spells in this format, but I can't imagine this deck is playing them. But maybe they have it. Alright, Luris is good. Definitely annoying. This card could be Grey Merchant too, which would be really bad. Does Grey Merchant kill me here? It does, right? Exactly. I can't really play around it. I'm also in not a great shape to kill spells. I think I'm supposed to bluff a counter spell here and hope they don't have a Grey Merchant in their hand. They didn't have a Grey Merchant. We'll take it. I don't even know if they play Grey Merchant, if we're being honest, but who knows. Whew, that was a tight one. I think I really screwed up one of the turns and got lucky afterwards, but we'll take it. We will, in fact, take it.
That hand is 7 lands. I'm going to mulligan. This hand is not 7 lands. It is, in fact, a capable hand. Like I said, with hands, I think in this format, when people have not a companion, you should assume green or red. I'm going to get rid of the Mystical Dispute because of that. Again, it could be Shark Rogues, but that's like the only one. All right, probably Gruul. Almost certainly Gruul, actually. Sand would be incredible. Oh, red-black. Okay, so not Gruul, but, I mean, fine. Not a problem for us either. Cycling the Shredded Sails, huh? That would have actually killed my Glass Casket. Happy they cycled it. Oh, Reign of Revelation is beautiful. It's exactly one of the cards I wanted to draw. Take that. Shredded Sails is like great against me. I have Maze Mind's Tome too. Ugh, I hate it. Alright, 2 damage. You got it, bud. Essence Scatter. And if we're being honest, this was the reason I played Blue-White, is because I'm supposed to have a good red-black matchup and a good Gruul matchup. Crawling Barrens. Maze Mind's Tome. Excuse me? What is happening? No. Can't have Maze Mind's Tome. Get out of here. I think it's time to get this thing in play. Crawling Barrens is actually kind of annoying. Certainly beatable, but it is a little annoying. Oh, it's raining knowledge, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this temple here. How does this deck do against a hard-cast Shark Typhoon? Let's find out. If I'm not mistaken, this is the nightmare scenario for this deck. They're pumping the Barrens. Fair enough. Fair enough. Multiple Barrens, so they're going aggro lands here. You bashing? That ain't gonna do it, my friend. It's not gonna do it. Well, it's not bad. It's just not gonna be enough, sadly. I wonder if I'm supposed to put Yorion in my hand. I think there's a chance. Alright, I'll put Yorion in the hand. I think there's a very realistic chance they just activate Crawling Barrens again. Alright, now I'm getting a little scared. A little bit scared. My deck can't kill a Crawling Barrens. I don't know what I'm supposed to do against it. I think I'm going to bottom that. I think I'm supposed to just play this and get a 2/2 in play. Because now they can activate and I will chump. But the thing is like, they're incentivized to activate and kill this. And if they try to kill it, I get to neutralize. And then I have 2 chumpers. And then I can play the Shark Typhoon next turn, which just puts me in a good spot. Also, it's just like so high value if I draw a land that I think I'm supposed to cycle here. An untap land. I was maybe supposed to keep the Seagate. I guess I didn't think that through well enough. Well, that works out just fine. Let's cast another Typhoon. Alright, so the Crawling Barrens caused some panic, but I think we're good now. Ironcrag Feet. Oh. Oh, that kills me. Alright, that was wild. I don't know what the heck just happened. That was insane. Okay, I just lost the Crawling Barrens, I guess. That was wild. It was very, very wild. I feel like Negate's going to be good against the opponent here. I feel like these are actually good, and these are good, and this is good. And Glass Casket seems atrocious. Skyclave seems quite bad. I think this is red-black, like, Ugin control. I don't think it's actually, like, a creature deck. I'm going to do this. No, wait, I want answers to Maze Mind's Tome. I lied. Right, somehow I lost to just Crawling Barrens. The Ironcrag Feat makes me understand what's happening here, though. It's a very different game than I thought it was. I thought I was playing against red-black control or whatever, or red-black escape. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting Ironcrag Feat into Extinction Event plus Crawling Barrens activation. Thought I was safe, I would get an untap step. Turns out no. No, I was not gonna get an untap step. I'm going to negate the duress. Solemn. Okay. That's not really actually a card I care about. I do expect them to try to kill this here. Which I don't think I will neutralize. I in fact think I'm just going to use my giant killer here and kill the 4/4. How close are we to a glimpse? Not very. The Ox of Agnes. No. That one seems too good. And I think I want blue again. And I do get to glimpse here, which is nice. So I think what opponent was trying to do was, yeah, get towards an Ugin. That's fine. I think we're just going to win this race, though. That's what's going to happen. So this makes a 5/5. Ugin. No. It's way too good. Now we hit him with the tempo play. So they're dead in the air. And they could resolve an Ugin here, but this other shark will kill them, sadly. For them, I guess, not for me. I'm pretty excited about it. Sure. Okay. So you're going to need 2 kill spells here from my sharks. Don't think you have them. And that's kind of what we wanted to see. We kind of wanted to tempo them out. Now, I actually think Realm Cloak Giant's really bad after watching that. I think I'm supposed to have just the other Apparition, and Apparition seems okay. It's not great. It's not great. You know what, maybe it's just the Giant Killer. Giant Killer's probably better. Alright, here we are. This is what we're doing. I left Mystical Disputed. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. I'm going to keep this. Opponent's on 6, which I think is good for me. We got some card advantage and some counter spells. I like this hand. It has weak points, certainly. But Nothing I need to be too scared of, I don't think. The Omen's good. It gives me... Oh, they don't have any mana. Oh, man. Sorry, opponent. That was a tough way to lose. Oh my god, that's so good. Alright, I want both of those. Ugh. Yeah, this stinks. I'm sorry to the opponent here. This is rough. They have discarded an Ox. Fair. I'm going to get my tome in play here. Do they have the shredded sails? No, they didn't leave it in. Alright, we hit a land. Game on. Elspeth's Nightmare. I'm going to counter that. Alright, that's fine. Question is, do I want to take the 3? Yeah, it's just got to be right to play Shark Typhoon here, I think. I don't know how this deck beats it. Maybe they have a Feed the Swarm or something. Seems like it's going to be really hard. If they don't... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, if they don't answer this turn, the game is almost certainly over. The Iron Crag Feat? I mean... I think they're going to try and cast an Ugin, and I'm going to Mystical Dispute it. That's my read. Ooh, we got the Crawling Barrens. Alright, I mean, I'll neutralize. They only cast one more spell this turn, so... That is what I want it to. This feels like it might have been a bad matchup for me if opponent was able to cast their spells. So, definitely unfortunate for them, but I don't know. It's really just this card, and I have Giant Killers. Like, I can find them. I have a... I think I'm discarding Mystical Dispute. I'm just going to put Yorion in the hand here and start attacking. That is fine. These Iron Crag feats have looked kind of bad, I'm not going to lie. I'll neutralize that. So opponent has to go with Sweeper or Ugin again. And yeah, they love this card. Just Iron Crag feat every turn. Yeah, it resolves. So they have one card in hand, and it has to be Heartless Act. And there's no way for me to like play around it. Yeah, alright. They have one card in hand, and it has to be Heartless Act. Got him. Alright. Alright, we are back for the 4th round. I had to take a break in the middle of this. I've been told that if you play early, you play against aggro, and later you play against some more grindy decks, which is not something I want. My deck was kind of built to beat aggro, but we'll see how this works out. I think this hand's a keep. I'm not going to say it's great, but I think it's a keep. Okay. I think I'm going to try and get a scry in here. Don't really need more lands. A Plains would be nice so I could cast the Apparition, but honestly I can just play this next turn and still cast the Apparition, so I'd rather just bottom. Feels like I'm probably playing against Gruul. No 1-drop is good, though. Alright, it is... it could be Naya if they're playing Needleverge Pathway. I guess Naya's a landfall deck. Alright, Bone Crush me, that's fine. I think I am just going to play this. I could start Omen of the Seeing, and that would be fine, but just getting my lands in a play now is going to be good. They're almost certainly playing the Bone Crusher, so I can jam the Skyclave this turn. Should be good. Questing Beast here would be kind of bad. It does look like they're casting a 4-drop. Oh, that's fine. So now we would love a Glass Casket. Alright, that's not a Glass Casket. I'm going to start the turn with an Omen of the Sea, see if I can find a Glass Casket. Okay, not super interested in either of these. I kind of have the late game all set with Yorion. I don't need a counterspell. I'm looking for Sweepers or Glass Casket. Alright, well. You know, I'm just going to play this, I think. So, looking to Essence Scatter a creature if they play it. If they don't, I can just Omen of the Sea. If they do something like Embercleave, we might be in trouble. But, again, I can just Omen and look for... Alright, definitely going to Essence Scatter that. I feel like they probably have a Fabled Passage here. Not just the Plains. Okay. Alright, Mystical Dispute's actually pretty good. Planning to use Mystical Dispute plus Omen here. I could also just cycle Shark Typhoon, honestly, but that does kind of open the door for getting Embercleaved, which would be pretty annoying. Alright, I'm just going to counter that. And I think it's a good turn to Omen. Really looking for a way to kill this 3/3. Neither of those do it, although I guess I'd rather have that above that on the bottom of my library. Alright, still not really what I'm looking for. Although I will put Yorion in my hand now. Feels like they might have another Embercleave, honestly. They do. I will Mystical Dispute this again. I think white is slightly better. Alright, so it is a shame. Yeah, I think I still just need to play this. It's a shame Skyclave can't hit a token. I would love to do that. Or find any sweeper. Those would both be great. But I get to look for a bunch of cards here. I have a blocker. Even if I get cleaved again, like if they have another cleave in hand. Alright, there's a Shatter. And there's an ECD. That's going to clean up all the stuff. Definitely going to take those. Yep, this all seems good. So this cleans up a lot of what they could have. Main deck Giant Killer, interesting. Oh, at least I'm not getting cleaved. Scavenging Ooze, okay. I think it's a pretty easy Shatter the Sky here. And they'll probably eat my Yorion, but they don't get to draw a card, which is nice. They only have one card left. My hand answers a lot of what they could have. I have a blocker this turn if I need it. Probably going to Glimpse of Freedom here. Edgewall, sure. I don't love it, but sure. Really just hoping they don't draw another adventure creature here. That's kind of where we're at. Land is good. And I could make a 2/2. But it's a 3/3 next turn. I can also just Glimpse. I think I'm just going to Glimpse. Should have done that response to the Edgewall, I guess. It's alright, though. It's a pretty easy Skyclave. Get rid of this Edgewall. I think I'm supposed to play the Tome. I still have an Essence Scatter. I'm not in a lot of danger from Embercleave anymore. They're mostly out of cards, and they're going to have a hard time keeping up with me. I also have the Maze Mind's Tome going, so I have a life buffer in the future here. And I think I'm just going to draw a card. Okay, Neutralize makes me feel quite good about things. If I had another land, I would hardcast the Shark Typhoon. Given I don't, I think I can wait. I'm going to get my Skyclave tapped. It's annoying, but it's fine. If they attack with the Giant Killer, I am going to cycle and make a 3/3. Yeah. And move to eat the Giant Killer. If they Embercleave, I will counter it. Alright, seems like they're mostly out of stuff. And now I feel like I can't really lose. Yeah, I have as many counters as they have spells in hand, so I feel pretty safe. And we're done here. Alright. So I didn't see a lot of what they have. I will say they seemed fairly aggressive. I definitely want my extra removal. Question is, do I want a Brazen? I think I do. I think I'll take the Dream Trawlers as well. I think it's pretty easy. Cut Mystical Disputes. I can cut like 2 Typhoons. Typhoon's fine, but not great. I think I'd rather have Dream Trawler, although it is close. I also think I can cut Glimpse. We saw Scavenging Ooze. I don't really want to rely on it. I'd rather have stuff that plays to the board. And I have enough card draw between these, Omen and Yorion, that I like how I boarded here. There's a chance I should
I should have left the Typhoons in if I was going to cut the Glimpses. But I also have Dream Trawler in, which is card advantage if I need it. Alright, I mean, this hand seems quite good. A little awkward in terms of sequencing that these don't work together, but I think it's fine. Don't really think I want an ECD at the moment. Ooh, Edgewall's pretty annoying. This is super awkward. I could just play the Giant Killer because it stymies the board. It stops me from taking damage. Given that I have 2 Skyclaves, I think it's actually right. It's weird. I definitely think this is weird, but I think it's right. I'd rather just be able to cast my Skyclaves, honestly. Okay. I mean, this actually works out well for me. It's not great, but the fact that I get to get rid of Edgewall before it generates advantage, I think is pretty good. And it blocks the board again. Alright, another stomp. Fair enough. And another Edgewall. Okay. So opponent's stomping everything. I'm not going to let him have an Edgewall. I'm not about that. That was the money draw. Alright, so we're ahead on board. We have some counter spells. Nope, no attacks. No attacks. Alright. Ahead on board with counter spells for their creatures. That, I think, is still too good. Well, that's really awkward. So I think I want to start the turn with an Omen. I would like lands. Shatter, I think, is good. I will take a Shatter. And I'm just going to play my land. Another Innkeeper. Alright. You got it. Well, that is all 4 Innkeepers. They are gone. Right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So no more Innkeepers. They do get a card here, which I don't love, but they do get it. If they attack with Bone Crusher, I am definitely going to trade. And they get to draw the card here, but honestly, it's fine. Yeah. Just kills too many things for this not to be worth it. Ooh, white for Shepherd of the Flock here would be really annoying. Okay, nope. I could have cycled and neutralized there, but I don't think that was right. I probably will end up cycling it this turn. Okay. I think I'm supposed to just kill the board again. I just want to stop him from using Ember Cleave and
Embercleave and Great Henge for as long as possible. I'm still at a pretty healthy life total. Alright, we're getting cleaved. Which is good, but this doesn't attack through my giant, importantly. The other thing I can do here is play Yorion. So what if they have like what if they draw Fabled Passage? I like mostly die. It's 6 times 2 is 12. Yorion would actually leave me at 1. So maybe Yorion's right here. I think I'm just going to play the giant. It's just so big that they're just going to have a really hard time attacking through it. There's certainly things they could have here. But importantly, they're 1 mana away from Shatterskull Smashing working. And this is an easy block. I do take 1, but we do trade. And now they have an Embercleave and no creatures, which is good for me. And given that I have 2 neutralized, I'm just going to put this in my hand. I just want to counter their creatures for the rest of the game, and I don't think they can win. And ECD is good. I don't think I need more lands. I will take an ECD. It gets the Embercleave off the table. Stops most of the stuff I'm scared of here. Let's jam the cleave. Or let's get the ECD in play. Get rid of the cleave, I mean. And I think I can actually attack. I want to shorten this game because I don't have a recurring source of card advantage. No, that was a bad attack. I'm sorry. I'm about to get an 8-8 back in 2 turns. That's just wrong. I don't think they can kill me if I counter this turn. Like, I don't think there's some other spell that this could be that kills me. If they have a good follow-up, they have a good follow-up, but I don't think they do. Ooh, Reign of Revelation is excellent. I will take that. Can even cast it main phase. I guess I should have left the land on top. It didn't matter. Alright, I'll get rid of that. Don't think I need a Maria's Call. I will take a Maze Mind's Tome, I guess. Alright, Glass Casket's good. Give me my Realm Cloak Giant. I want an 8-8 Vigilance. Sounds good. That's a lot. No, Counterspell does it. Got him. All right, and now we're 4-0. Good start. Very good start. Take that. So I already get 10,000 gems. That ain't bad. What is that one? 20,000 gems? That's so many gems. We're trying for some money, though. We want that money.
Sand is a keep. It's a little awkward on the draw, but I've got defense. I've got a ton of card draw. I think we're probably playing against like a green deck or something, because again, no companion. That's kind of been my rule for this format. First Maze Mind's Tome, probably just scrying for lands. I guess we'll see what I'm playing against. All right, red. So probably Gruul again. Seems okay. Red black also fine. Makes sense. You got an Omen of the Sea, huh? I don't like that. I am going to stop that one from happening. So Timuret Calls the Dead, huh? Alright. So they get a 2-2. There's some stuff that could be pretty awkward for me here. I think I'm going to leave up my Neutralize. It's nice that they didn't mill any escape cards, though. I will say that. Let's see if they cast anything. Agonizing Remorse? I mean, I think I'm supposed to counter that. I don't know. So, I can Shatter here. Cruxo, well, it can't necessarily come back. They don't even necessarily have a red yet. Alright, I think I'm just going to Shatter. Make the third chapter not do anything. They have an untapped red source. Cruxa does come back, and that would be annoying, but they don't necessarily have it, and a decent amount of their red sources are tapped. Alright, I lied. They were going to have a Cruxa. It's awkward. I think it's the Fabled Passage. It's probably not the Fabled Passage. I think that's fine. I'm going to put Yorion in my hand here. That's the play I want to make this turn. And I'll discard one of the card draws to Cruxa. Go to 7, which is a little awkward, but I can exile Cruxa next turn with the Glass Casket, which is good. I think it's Maze Mind's Tome. I think that's a little too slow. I already have a Rain. And my Yorion's going to get some card advantage here with Omen. Okay, Mired Triton. Fine. So this is probably going to die, but at least Crocs is off the table and exiled. It's awkward. Okay, those both seem good. Yep. Dead. Alright. Annoying, but if they don't have any great plays here, Skyclave does a lot of good work next turn.
I really need another sweeper. I know I'm not drawing it, but I do need one. Still think Robber is going to be the best thing to exile here. Dead to removal spell, but not much I can do about it. Opponent had to turn 5 Crocs or whatever, one of their best possible draws on the play too. It is tough, but it's possible they don't have a way to kill the Skyclave, or that they would play around a counterspell if they do. Alright, well, that kills me. Alright, so I want my kill spells. Giant Killer I think is good. It's not great, but I think it is good. Trawler seems good. ECD's okay, but not amazing. Mystical Dispute's bad. I think I'm actually supposed to bring in Negate against them. I don't like Brazen. I think Shark Typhoon is good. I actually think I can trim some neutralizes, like 1 or 2. I think Glimpse isn't good. I'll go like that. There's a chance. No, I kind of want this extra neutralize. I'm going to cut another ECD. There's not many things ECD hits in this deck that Skyclave doesn't also hit. Ugh, this hand's really awkward. I boarded down on ECDs and have 2. I think this is a mulligan. Alright, this hand's actually good. This hand is actually good. It's interesting what I'm supposed to keep here. I think I'm going to bottom the Skyclave. Ugh. It's tough. Maybe I just bottom the Shatters. Shatters are like also pretty good though to clean up a bunch of their nonsense. I can also bottom Omen. Yeah, I'm going to bottom Omen. Alright, well, if I had known I was drawing Skyclave, I would have kept this Skyclave and had the Omen still, but here we are. Alright, Shark Typhoon's a good draw. It's actually a very reasonable way to win this matchup is to just play the Shark Typhoon on 6. And hope I don't die on that turn, but I still think it's very reasonable. I'm just going to play the Skyclave here, get rid of this Robber. Alright, so the question here is, do I put Yorion in hand? Or just use Glimpse? Or Cycle Typhoon? I think I'm going to Cycle Typhoon and try to block. I think it's just the best way to use my mana here. well, definitely going to try to block that now. I think they have another Bone Crusher or a Heartless Act. Yep. Alright. So I think it's a pretty easy spot to just shatter here. Clean up all the nonsense. Opponent's pretty low on resources. They don't have anything in their yard, so their escape stuff's not great right now. I've got some stuff going for me. My yard's actually, like, it's not full, but this Glimpse is probably going to be worth 2 cards at least. At some point here. Would really like them to play Bone Crusher and me draw a land so I can ECD it. That's kind of the dream. Okay, Crux is somewhat annoying. I think I just discard Glimpse. Alright, can I draw... Not the land we were looking for. Alright. Well, that I think is good. I do think I'm supposed to just Skyclave again. It's just the best way to use the mana that turn. Okay, Liliana's annoying, but again, I can deal with it. The 3/3 is not the biggest deal. I'm just going to jam this and get Liliana off the table. Opponent's still not really close to escaping anything, which is good. And pretty likely my next turn is Glass Casket this. Just leave a Glass Casket sitting there. I also don't hate putting Yorion in my hand. Ugh. I imagine the Shark Typhoon's gone because that's just the card they absolutely can't deal with. Question is, do they have a good follow-up? Okay, Mire Triton is actually good. It lets them bring back Kroxa the next turn. Can I escape Glimpse? I can. I still think the right play here is to do this and put Yorion in the hand and not play my land. It's pretty likely Kroxa comes back, but then... you know what? I can even just discard Yorion, honestly. Maybe I was supposed to play the land? I don't know. That one I think is close. Seems pretty likely to me they bring back Kroxa here. Okay, they didn't. Interesting. I do think I'm supposed to play the land now. Okay, another Glass Casket's decent. I think I'll keep that. Alright, I'm gonna negate that. It's hard for them to deal with a 3/3. Alright, so I'm going to lose this glass casket, which isn't great, but it's where we're at. Oh man, I drew a Dream Trawler? That's amazing. I think it just needs to be a glass casket. If they have an artifact kill spell, this goes really bad for me, but I think this is where I'm supposed to go. I really don't want to lose this Trawler. As far as they know, though, this was just a random draw, so, like, it's not all that likely that they feel like they need to get this card out of my hand. I was going to say, it seems much more likely that they feel like they need to kill Yorion or the Skyclave this turn. That would be my guess. Alright, now they're just out. Let's put a Dream Trawler in play. Keeping this in hand so that I can discard a Dream Trawler if they draw a removal spell, for the record. Alright, well, kind of punished for that, but again, it's fine. They're out of stuff and I have an active Dream Trawler, so we're good. I think I'm supposed to rain here. Just get a ton of damage in life. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, alright. They've seen enough. Fair enough. Alright, that worked out pretty well. I think ECD was good. I kind of want this one back. Especially once I saw Liliana. I also think Negate is still, like, pretty good. Maybe I just don't want Neutralize at all, honestly. Just exile effects, play to the board. Glimpse was actually quite good. I think maybe I'll cut a Giant Killer. I don't know how good Giant Killer is. It kills like exactly Croxa, which is good, but it's not even like the best way to deal with it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut these Realm Cloaks. I don't think they're good. This is like a bad matchup for them. I'll take the ECD back and still have two of these, I think. There's a chance I should have a third Glimpse, but I don't want to like draw too much card draw and then not be able to do anything. That would be a little awkward. Alright, opponent's playing the full-time sideboarding. It really feels like if they don't have Timurat Calls the Dead, they're in trouble, and that's kind of why I have the negates in. Like, negating that and the discard spells, there's just a lot of stuff that's really good to negate. They don't have that many creatures. They have, like, a couple 2-drops. Can't get away from having multiple ECDs, huh? I think this is a keep. It's awkward, and if I don't draw lands, I'm going to be in trouble. This Maze Mice Tome is huge, though. Really hoping I can play that on 2. Alright, land's a great draw, though. Especially white land. Now I just have all my colors. I can shatter on 4 if I need to. Can we not play Robber of the Rich, please? Or at least just hit stuff that's not good? Okay, Glimpse is actually one I'm fine with them casting, honestly. So I'm not going to like try to scry to set up the Robber. I'd rather like scry on my end step. Okay. They hit an ECD. That's fine. Alright, I do want this land. I think that one's going to be good. I do think I'm supposed to just scry here, though. Negate. Honestly, I think that's fine for them to hit. Like, I'm going to let them take that and then draw next turn. It's pretty easy to play around them exiling a negate. It's not something they can use very well, and it just means I just can't cast stuff after they attack with Robber. This is a disaster. It's really counting on this Shatter. Obviously, that's not good now. If we could just have, like, not a perfect curve out, that'd be wonderful. And we have a Cruxa, because of course we do. Not super close to bringing it back, but if I kill these, they do, which is really annoying. Feel like I need to hit this Robber before it does too much more work. And just going to put Ardenvale in play, I think. Planning to draw another card with Mazevine's Tome here. There's some turns, there's some plays that could be bad for me here. Like Liliana's kind of bad. But if they can't really bring back Cruxa yet, or they don't have, like, Ox here, I'm in a pretty good spot. Ox would also be pretty bad here. Okay, that one's, like, quite bad here for me, I think. And we've milled another Cruxa. You love to see it. And when I say you love to see it, I mean that's really bad for me. But it is what it is. Okay, so I think I'm pretty incentivized to just use my ECD here. Yeah. Seems like they're going to bring back Cruxa, which isn't great for me, but I can discard the Seagate Restoration. I don't need it. Question is it worth scrying here? I think I can wait on it. I'm going to put Yorion in my hand here. So now if they make me discard a card, I can bring back Yorion, blink some stuff. And if they kill Skyclave, I can bring it back and hit something. I'm also pretty incentivized to just trade off here and then get to bring this back as a 3/3 and eat the Mire Triton. So their attacks like aren't super promising. They could just attack with Triton. That would be fine. Alright. Heartless Act is annoying. Do I want to gain the life? Honestly, I think I'm supposed to. I think giving it up stinks, but I think it's right. Alright, I don't want Essence Scatter. I need something powerful here. Like a sweeper would be amazing. They have Cling to Dust too? Alright. I hate it, but here we are. So, do I look for Shatter? Both Shatter and Untapped lands are decent draws. That Cling was really brutal. Pretty tough spot, honestly. Let's see what my land shows. Oh, no, darn it, darn it, darn it. Alright. Well, I'm dead to a lot of stuff here. If I get to trade, I'm in a good spot, but I'm going to die to Bone Crusher Giant basically immediately. It's very unlikely I live through this turn. I do get to block. I think I'm supposed to block the zombie. I guess it's better than the token. Go to 2 and hope they don't have something good. Okay, that was the nightmare scenario, I think. Having trouble thinking of something that would have been worse for me. But we drew Shatter. Okay. So we get to keep playing. This is not good for me, certainly. But I get to keep playing, which is good for me. Yeah, I'm going to play that. Alright. Don't really know how I'm beating this Ox ever. Shatter there was really tough. I feel like I need a Dream Trawler and I need it like yesterday. It's kind of where we're at. So one thing I could beat is a Croxa. Alright, that's horrible. Really needed that. They know what I have. So, if I was dead, I would be dead. Tapping out is fine. And I am looking for, very specifically, Dream Trawler. Okay, I think Neutralize is actually an acceptable draw, although I don't like where I'm at, but I think it's fine. It does keep me alive and let me use Arden Veil this turn to buy time. I think I'm going to lose this Castle Lochthwain. I think that's what's happening here. Bring back just a Mire Triton. Alright, I'm going to counter that. Don't think Giant Killer's great, but it's like okay. I think I'm just gonna cast it. I don't think it's great, but it does stuff. They can't quite bring back the Ox. They're still 2 cards away. They only have 1 card in hand. They can cling, but that makes the Ox almost like a dead prospect. And Ardenvale is going to get me close. If I can find a Dream Trawler, I think we can win. I'm basically dead to Bone Crusher at any point, sadly. Unless I can find like a Maze Mind's Tome or a Dream Trawler very quickly. Or another Neutralize, but I don't even have very many of those. Negate would kind of save me, but mostly still doesn't really save me. 1 top, okay. I don't like it. I also can't really beat a Kroxa. Oh boy. Mire Triton's annoying. I think it's the kind of thing I just have to let happen. Though it's one of the few things Ardenvale actually like completely invalidates, which is nice. And if they do go for the Ox, it kind of solves a lot of my issues. Okay, Shark Typhoon is actually pretty good. Just going to send 1. Shark Typhoon's a real clock. Obviously, I'd like to... It's the type of thing I'd rather cast. Ugh, man. How many escape cards are you playing? This is so unreal greedy. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to counter the first half. And now the second half resolves, but it is what it is. I need him to whiff on a bunch of draw steps, which seems pretty unlikely, if we're being honest, but at least possible. Alright, you get to draw 3. If they can whiff, I have a shot. If they don't, I mean, I die to a lot of stuff here, though. Certainly. And Bone Crusher is one of the things I just am dead to. Which is pretty annoying. Kroxa also just kills me. If I cycle into Spell, I'm okay. I mean, the question is, how much do I need this 4/4? Or, yeah, it's a 4/4. It does a lot. I think I'm going to let this happen. It is pretty absurd to have this many escape cards in your deck. Okay, well, glad I didn't cycle. I would have died. Almost certainly. And dead to a lot of things here. Oh my god. Alright. It's really frustrating. It should be a good matchup. It's a really frustrating loss. Yeah. I let Timrat... I mean, them having the duress for the sweeper right on that perfect turn was really brutal. I don't know. Alright. I mean, this hand is a keep. It's got my colors. I got a bunch of counterspell stuff I can cast. I just need to find another white source for the Skyclave, but I've got Omen to look for it. I think this hand's very good. On the draw, it's awkward, certainly, but... Opponent's on 6, so that's good. Okay. Would like to draw Essence Scatter this turn, please? Not Essence Scatter. Now the question is, do I hit the Glass Casket and turn off the Lovestruck Beast? I think the answer is no. I think I very much want to Omen of the Sea this turn. We need to find a sweeper pretty quick. Alright, Bone Crushing, fair. A tap land here would be amazing for me. If they just couldn't play a 3, I think I win the game. But if they don't have a tap land... Alright, they don't have a tap land. Well, there's the white source. I don't think I want the Seagate Restoration. Or maybe I do. Maybe this is just the right curve I should be on. This is awkward. No, you know what? I don't think I want that. I really want to find a sweeper. I have 6 of them in the main deck. Okay, I think that's actually good. Getting the giant out of here is pretty strong. Okay. I think the play here is to take one hit, go to 11, and then neutralize or mystical dispute their play this turn, and follow up with an ECD next turn. Yeah, let's mystical dispute that. You know what? This is just worse than Glass Cast getting the Love Struck and leaving up neutralize, I think. I also have Cycle Typhoon if I want to, although not super likely to do that, but I could. How weird is it to counter that? I think I can go to 8, but I'm going to end up countering the other side anyway. Alright, I'll just counter this. It lets them resolve something here, but honestly, if they like resolve a questing beast, I just have the ECD next turn anyway. And if they don't have anything... So they have a cleave. I think this is a pretty easy no blocks. I'm going to get cleaved. That's kind of why I did it. So I'm taking 4, going down to 7, but I get to ECD away the cleave. And now opponent has a 1-1 versus a 2-2 with me at 7 and no cards in hand. Alright. Shatter Skull's a good draw for them. I am definitely supposed to pass, though. If they drew Cleave this turn, I'm going to die. Be very absurd for them to draw, like, the perfect card a few turns in a row. Alright, let's put Yorion in the hand. Play this tapped. I like the idea of just keeping everything off the table. I think this is good. Planning to make a 2-2 end of turn. Alright. Edge wall. No. I think that's one of the few things that will get him back in this game. I don't think I can let him have it. Alright, I think I'm supposed to play Yorion at this point. It's hard casting a cleave, sure. I want to counter stuff with haste. That's where I'm at. And they're done. Fair enough. Feels like there's a lot of pressure here. We're getting close to money. Got a good matchup, up a game. This hand's really awkward. I think it is a keep. Really, really, really want to draw an island on turn 1. That would be amazing. Yeah, that wasn't it. Alright, well. Might die here. It's not that I can't come back, just that it's going to be tough. Really need an untapped land this turn, I think. Be able to cast my Omen. That's kind of an untapped land. Costs a lot of life, though. Honestly, I think the life is going to matter too much. I'm just going to play it tapped. I have sweepers like every turn for the rest of the game after I get through these next couple turns, so it's going to be hard for them. Alright. This is really pissing me off. Can I find any lands? Plains works, I guess. Alright, don't cleave me this turn. Oh, we drew the red source. Great Henge. Gonna have a hard time with that one, I think. Beatable, but not great. Kind of where we're at. Beatable, but not great. If they don't have a follow-up this turn, okay, that's really bad. It's really bad for me. It's also pretty bad for me, for being honest. Ooh, I don't know how I come back here. I think I'm just dead. The mana was just too awkward. I probably should have mulliganed that hand. I needed interaction before that, and I never found any. Alright, well, I think on the play, things will be different. This is going to be a good hand. You let Great Henge get into play, you just kind of die. I don't think this hand is good, necessarily, but I think it's too good to mulligan, I'll say that much. Skyclave is very good. Pretty interested in Skyclaving this, honestly. Maybe the Brushfire, actually. Still probably that, though. Ugh. Alright. Really need to hope that this turn is a play another creature and not land Great Henge turn. Or Embercleave. Embercleave would also be really bad here for me. So it doesn't seem like they have Embercleave. I was probably just dead to it. Really trying to dodge Great Henge. I just want to Essence Scatter anything. Okay. Interesting. Feels like a very tough turn. I run into trouble again. Alright. I'm slamming this. Hoping their turn involves missing a land drop and playing Lovestruck Beast. How about Questing Beast? That's way... Oh, that's lethal. I guess I should have gone with the Giant Killer, kill a thing, Essence Scatter. I don't know. It's a tough loss, man. Another game where I can't find a sweeper and use it. Ah, so frustrating. Started 3-0, finish 4-1 or 4-2. Lose to two good matchups too. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Even if it's a frustrating loss, it was fun to play some standard. So thanks again. And with that, we'll talk to you next time.
I'm joined by Kyle Balgamase. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations to Brian DeMars.
Zach Allen.
I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Proto Counter-Attack here, Ari Lax.